Okay, you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we have seen all this. We have seen all this. Like the main property, that what is identity property. Yesterday we have seen how it works, how we can insert the data into the identity property as well. So that also we have seen, like we have to do manually set identity insert on, right? And then we can do the insert and then set identity insert off. So by this way we can do manually insert the data into the identity column as well. Then we have seen the basic high level overview of the constraint, and we are going to start from constraint itself today. Then we have seen how we can do the rollback transaction, commit transaction in SQL Server. When we are inserting the data, then it is auto commit by default, right? But if any data you have done inserted the manually and wrongly, if you found it is wrongly inserted, then if you have done the begin transaction, then you can do the rollback as well. So that data you will remove and you will insert the freshly new data, right? So that we have seen. Now let's see the constraint today. So we have seen that what is a constraint in SQL or any of the RDBMS. So constraint are the basically specific rules which is defined on a particular table, which will restrict the data, which is restricting the invalid data to be inserted into the table, right? That we have seen at the high level. I have given some examples like I have given some examples like the every in organization every employee will have a employee ID will be there. So that that we can consider as a primary key constraint, right? That we can consider as a primary key constraint. So what is a property of that employee ID column? So it will be unique and it will be not null, right? So that are known as a constraint. Now, what are the different types of constraints are there in the SQL? Okay, what are the different types of constraints in SQL? So we can say that can say that primary key constraint. This is a very common SQL interview question as well. So primary key constraint, foreign key constraint, unique constraint, not null constraint, check constraint. Then you can also say null and default. Now let's understand each of these constraint by creating the table and practically. So what is the primary key constraint at a high level? So every most of the time every table will have a one primary key inside it so that we can uniquely identify each of the row. For uniquely identify each of the row, there is a primary key constraint. So I have given. So I have given one example. Customer ID in the bank database is the primary key, right? So in each of the in a bank, each of the customer will have a unique customer ID, right? In a bank, each of the customer has a unique customer ID, and customer ID it will be a unique and it will be not null, right? So in a primary key null will not allowed, right? In a primary key null will not allowed, and it will be a unique at the same time, right? No duplicates, no duplicates are allowed, we can say that. Now foreign key, so what is a foreign key? So it is a reference to the primary key, we can say that it is a reference to the uh, primary key. So in one table, some suppose, let's take the example of the employee and department table. So in the employee table department id will be there, right? In the employee table department id will be there, but in the department table department id will be there. So this is employee table, this is department table. So over here if you see employee id, name and dpt id, and then over here dpt id and dpt name. So we can say that employee id is something, then a, then and then dpt id is 20, and same if you see over here department name is it department, right? So can you tell me in which table it will be a primary key and in which table it will be a foreign key?
Employee table, it is primary key. Department is a foreign key.
No, it's wrong. I am talking about department ID column. So
In department.
department ID will be in department table. It will be a primary key. I'm telling about department ID column, not employee ID. So over here it will be a primary key, right? Because if you enter another department, then department ID will be different. Department ID will be. Please be on mute, everyone. Yeah.
Uh,
So
Ashit, sorry to interrupt. Ashit, while constructing the table, we mentioned that it is a primary key. Let's say in employee table, we mentioned that employee ID is a primary key. Same is the way for a foreign key. For that also, do we mention anything
yes,
to
yes,
identify
we,
that?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yes, yes,
okay,
yeah. I
okay.
will show you in the example after some time.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to mention that one. It is a foreign key. We have to mention. So I'm just explaining you the concept. Then we will see everything practically.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Now, can anyone tell me over here 10 will be allowed or not? HR.
It will not be because it's a
No.
primary key, right?
Arshit, please one more time, can you explain that from scratch, employee to department?
Yeah, so this is a employee table and this is a department table. So now we have to identify where we can define the primary key and where we can define the actually foreign key. So currently we are talking about this department ID column only. So department ID column in employee table, it is a primary key or foreign key? That is a question. In department ID column in department table, it is a primary key or foreign key?
In employee table, department ID is foreign key. In department table, department ID is primary key.
Yes, right, correct. Now suppose I want to insert one more record, employee number B. Now over here 10 it will allowed or not? 10.
It is foreign key, so it will be allowed, I think.
Yes, right, exactly. Now suppose I will enter one more record C. I think. And now let me enter 50. Will it be allowed or not?
Yeah, it's allowed.
No, no, it will not allowed because in department table 50 is not there, right? Then how it will allowed?
It is foreign key. We are adding
No,
new
no.
department
But
ID in
the
employee
reference
table.
is there, right? Reference. This is known as referential integrity. One table of primary key must be exist as a foreign key in the another table. But over here, uh, that department ID foreign key is not exist as a primary key. Then how we can say what is the department name of this 50? We cannot identify, right?
So means that we need to first add in the department and then call it in from employee table. Make sense?
Yes, yes, right, right. We first need to enter 50 over here, then proper name of the department name, and then only we will able to insert that 50 into department ID column of employee table. Okay, this is just the concept. Now let's move to the unique key. So unique key will be, you can say that email ID, right? Yeah, please be on mute when you are not talking. Unique key will be a email ID column. Yeah, right. Every one has a unique email ID. Phone number will be everyone has a unique phone number, right? So there is no duplicate value in the unique key. And now I think there is no no duplicate value in the unique key. Now let's see the not null. So email ID. Suppose this is I have taken for the example purpose only. So if we consider not null in email ID, then not a single row will be allowed to insert in email ID as a null, right? It will not allow null. Simple thing. Then check constraint. So what do you mean by check constraint? So suppose yesterday I have also given the example like gender. So gender will be either male or female or other, but not any other value, right? Any garbage value. We are restricting the garbage value into the gender column. So for that purpose, we can use the check constraint. Again, one more example. So for the salary column, right? So salary will be not be greater, not be less than zero, right? Salary should be always greater than zero. So for that purpose, we can use check constraint. I will show you practical example very soon. Then null. So null will allow any number of null values, right? Simple thing. Null will allow any number of. Suppose middle name in the application middle name. So middle name maybe someone has, maybe someone do not have middle name. It is possible, right? So we can enter null value in the middle name column. And now default column. So what will be the default column? I will take the example in this kind of scenario. Default constraint is used. Whatever the default value is there, that we will able to insert. So now let me show you everything practically. So I am creating this table, customer table. I am creating this customer table. I have created, right? Now let's carefully see all the data type, identity and constraint. So in the customer ID column, this is the first column, right? Over here I have defined integer and identity. So now can anyone tell me if I have defined customer ID as a varchar? Now will identity will work or not? Yeah, it is a simple.
It accepts both, right? Accepts both, right? Varchar will act as a string which has integer as well as character, I guess.
Okay, now let me try. I haven't tried it before. I think it will not allowed. Maybe allowed, I am not sure. Identity column customer ID must be of data type integer, big integer, small integer, tiny integer, decimal, numeric with a scale of 0 and constraint to be non-nullable. ID column customer name. Okay, it is not allowing. In a varchar column, how it will do the increment like 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not able to do the increment in varchar column.
Arshit, one small question. So there are some some companies will have some specific characters in the beginning of the employee ID. Say like if it is if you're working in Microsoft, example Microsoft, employee ID may starts with a M with the
Yeah,
starting letter and with the employee ID as well, right? For those cases, do we
yeah,
have any other uh, you know kind of a variable is there to
yeah. For those cases, what we can do, we have to must define this as a varchar, right? We have to must define this as a varchar, but after that we need to remove this identity. After that we need to remove this identity and we can mention primary key. Yeah, this will be allowed. So if we define like this one, then it will be okay. It is already exist.
probably we need to drop the table and then
Okay, now I think it is created, right? So now it is allowing me, but it should be customer like EMP 001, then EMP 002, EMP 003. We have to manually insert, or we can do one more thing. We can create a sequence on that particular column. We can create a sequence on the employee ID column, and then it will be allowed like this: EMP 001, then EMP 002, like this. But identity we cannot create on a varchar column. Now got it right?
yes, please go ahead.
Okay. अरे यार. Okay. Now this table will be defined as a customer ID and identity column as well as primary key. So now what I have mentioned over here, unique values into the column as well as not null values, right? Because it is a primary key, unique value and not null value. Then identity will generate continuous value in a column. Start with 1 and jump to 1 only. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. It will be inserted into this column. So this one column is clear, right? Now let's move to the second column. Customer number. So customer number integer. Here what I have done. Have you seen what I have done? I have defined 3 constraints in a single column. We can define as much of as our requirement constraint on a single column. So customer number I have defined as a not null. This is my one constraint. Then again unique. Customer number will be unique. And this is my check constraint. Customer number should be not in 0 or less than 0. So what I have written over here, there must be a value because it is not null, and it will be unique, no duplicate because it is unique are allowed, right? And customer number should be greater than 0, 0 or less than 0 not allowed. So one column multiple constraint also you can define, right? That is shown over here. Now what is the third thing? Email ID, varchar of 30 and unique. So email ID will always be unique for all customers. No duplicate values are allowed in this column. So this is simple thing, right? Now last name. So last name and first name I have defined as a not null. So column must have value. Both will be allowed the duplicates value, right? Anyone has a last name or first name as a Harshit, right? Many employees may have Harshit or any other name, right? Their middle name will be null. So it can be any null values or all the null values. It will accept middle name. Now I have talked to you about the default constraint, right? So what is the meaning of default constraint over here? So when I am inserting the data into the customer number table, if I do not specify the value for the area code column, then default will be taken as a 71,000. Simple, right? It will generate default value if we are not entering the value at the time of insertion. So by default, it will take 71,000. Now address, I haven't specified any constraint. Now country, again default. So it will take Malaysia as a default if I do not specify the value, right? Simple. But what we have to do? I think we have to mention this default value, default. Now let's see the example. This will clear all your doubt if you have. Now you can only tell me, 1 minute. Okay, now you can tell me whether one by one row, whether I will allow to able to insert this row or not.
I
Over
think
here, over here, how many column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And over here, how many value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, no, sorry. Over here, 3 plus 9 columns are there, right? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 columns are there. And over here, 8 values are there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now tell me whether I will be allowed to insert this or not.
I think it will allow because the country we are not defining, but we have put a default constraint. So by default, automatically it will put Malaysia everywhere.
Okay, anyone else?
It will allow, and it will take the identity customer ID automatically.
Okay, anyone else? Watch the above table definition carefully and watch this insert statement carefully and then let me know. This is a small thing but very important as a database developer or in any of the data field. This is very important thing.
The
First
customer
row is
number
not
is greater
allowed.
than 0. Yeah.
First row it's not allowed. It start with one and jump to one only. We have mentioned now. In identity we have.
Okay. No. Actually, in the identity
I
column,
think
The,
yeah,
we have to define the column names with the table name.
no.
Customer number should be greater than 0.
Yeah,
yeah,
this
the
is the
zero,
perfect.
zero.
This
Yep.
is the perfect answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over here,
Uh,
customer ID, we
I'm
are
sorry.
not. Oh, oh,
Can you repeat the question and the answer? What replied by, I think by Tarun, I guess. So can you repeat the question and the answer
so
so
yeah,
that
question is whether I am able to insert this record or not in the customer table.
okay? What is the
For
answer
the
to that?
customer number, we have 0 value, so it will not be inserted because the condition
Should
is
be greater than 0.
greater than 0. And for the ID,
Yeah,
customer ID, it will
yeah.
it will be auto
Actually, for
generated.
now, forget about the customer ID because customer ID is an identity column. We do not need to mention this customer ID in our insert statement, right? We do not need to mention. It is auto generated, right? Identity column will be auto
Right,
generated.
right.
Correct. It goes with the customer number only.
Yeah,
The zero
perfect.
goes to the customer number.
Yeah,
Email ID goes to the Albert John.
yes, right.
That's the
Now,
way it goes, right?
yes, right, perfect. But now you have to check customer number. What is a constraint defined on customer number? Customer number should be greater than 0, and over here I have given 0.
Uh, it will not.
So now you need to remember. Okay, why this error is coming?
I think all the columns are not supplied.
1 minute.
Can anyone
Okay.
screen or not?
Yeah. I don't know what is the mistake. Now let's see the error.
Check constraint.
Yeah, perfect. Check constraint, right? Maybe
Yeah.
I will write this error over here, so it is for better readable. The
So
conflict.
can we able to copy the error and paste it here?
Yeah. We
Since
can able to copy. I have just done it, right. Control
okay, like
C
this and paste it, right?
and paste over here.
Arshit, please share this whole sheet, whatever you are
Yeah.
writing, right?
Yeah. I have to organize in one file, and then I will share you after 1 day or 2 day only. Today itself I will share.
Yeah, why? Because while practicing after this session, it's very useful to us.
Yes. It is very useful. Yes. Okay, please be on mute.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah. Please be on mute, everyone. Yeah, this error you got it right because a check constraint. Now let's see another example. Now let's tell me for this one also. You can tell customer number is there. Email ID is there. Last name is there. Now you can tell whether this will allowed or not.
No,
I
no, no.
no,
Not
because
allowed. Not allowed.
Why?
Second name is first name
first
is the
name
not
can,
null.
yeah,
Yeah.
it should be
One by one. Yeah, please. Yeah.
First name is not null constraint, right? But
Okay.
your mention
Last
is a null
name.
value.
Last name. Okay. Perfect. Now let's see. Cannot insert the null value into the column first name. Again, this is an error. Now let's see for
Hello?
now let's tell me for this one. This one. Mm, customer ID, customer. This is very interesting. Can you tell me for this one?
Here,
Yeah.
email ID we are mentioning is unique, but we are inserting as null. So this will also not allow.
Okay. Actually,
I think it will allow.
okay. Why?
Reason is, because we have put null and the default constraint is unique, right? So in the unique constraint, we can have one null value, which is allowed.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. So
Can you please repeat once?
maybe in the Oracle, I think it is not allowing. I am not sure. But in SQL Server, unique constraint will allow null values, right? So over here it is allowing. Now,
Can you repeat what you said? Can you repeat what you said?
yeah, in SQL Server, unique constraint will allow null value based upon one condition. That condition I will tell you in 1 minute. So it will allow null value. But over here, what it will do? I'm getting a disturbance here. Now over here, what it will do?
It will not accept because already null is accepted, right?
Yeah, perfect. In SQL Server, unique constraint will allow only one null value. So over here, different error is coming. Violation of unique key, cannot insert duplicate key in object customer. So this is one more error we have seen. Now,
Uh, uh, Harshit, sorry to interrupt. Harshit, I know that you have already explained the identity 1 comma 1 in the top line, the first line, customer ID integer identity 1 comma 1. But can you explain me one more time on that 1 comma 1 what it talks about that? Only 1
okay,
comma 1. One
okay, one
increment,
means,
right? It's
yeah,
increment, right?
no. For first one is starting position.
Okay, okay.
Where you want to start. If I want to start from 100, then it will okay, no problem. Starting position will be 100, and this is increment value.
I got it. Okay, okay.
But
Thank you.
if I do over here 10, then 100, 110, 120, 130, like this.
Okay, got it, got it. Thanks, thanks.
Okay. Now let's tell me for this one whether it will allowed or not.
Could you scroll up? So you can see
Could you
the
scroll
dashboard.
up, please? Seriously.
Yeah,
It will allow.
I need to validate.
It will allow?
Yeah, it will allow.
Yeah, okay, fine. It is allowing me.
One question here is, let's say for an inputs, can I able to define that integer should be minimum of 4 characters and 5 characters? Say like in a customer number, integer, not null you mentioned. On the top of it, can I mention that the customer number it should not exceed more than 4 or more than 5? How do I need to define it such a way that?
I think for that purpose, you have to do one more thing. Let me try that one.
I think, yeah, we can define that length function, length of
Yeah,
customer number.
yes. Mostly with the length function,
Yeah,
length of
customer. That's simple.
customer number less than 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think.
Which means 0 to 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, 1 minute.
I'm
Multiple
sorry if
check
I'm
constraint
jumping
were
to the.
specified for column customer number. Okay, let me remove this
We
one.
need to remove this. Yeah.
I think I need to remove this one, and I now I can check. Okay, now what is the problem? One check, but it is giving me error over here.
I think one extra bracket.
Okay, yeah, right. Now it is working. Now if I create this table again, then it will allow me
Okay.
customer length should be not more than 5, right?
So does it takes with 0 to 4 or how it takes it up?
No, it will take anything. It will take anything. Integer, right? It is integer. So one one
Should
one
not
one.
be more than.
No, what
It
I'm
will.
asking is the length which you're saying, right? Less than 5, which means that 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So
It
which
will.
gives
It will.
0 to 4, right?
Four numbers actually.
4 numbers.
Four numbers. One. Also you can do. Two. Also you can do.
But that
Or
will
nine nine
constrain
nine nine.
only 4, right? We say less than 5. When we say less than 5, so which means that it
We
accepts
are,
only 4 digits.
yeah. So we are saying length of customer number,
Length
right?
of
So
customer
whatever
number.
number we have defined, for example, we defined let's say 9999. So it will check, okay, the length is 4, so it will allow.
Okay, fine.
From this, anything will be allowed from this.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Right.
Now, okay, we have seen this one, right? This one we have seen. It is allowing me. Again, it will not allow, I think, right? Again, it will not allow. Now, can anyone tell me for this one?
If Albert is less than 128 characters, then it will allow.
Albert, what is this? Albert is
Varchar
less than.
Albert stands with last name 30.
Okay, yeah. If and now what error it will give? Do you know about it?
Overrun might be.
Which one? Okay, let me try one. Try this one. You need to remember all this error because you will this error you will get 100% many times this error. I have faced many times this error in my life. String or binary data would be truncated. Why? Because the first name length is varchar of 30 only, right? And we are trying to insert more than 30 characters into this field. So that string or binary data would be truncated error it is coming. And in real time it is more difficult to identify. Over here we have only small table and one column only, right? One row only. So we will able to identify easily. But when you are 50 columns, 100 columns in 1 lakh row, at that time you have to do a lots of thing. But the trick is only this one only. You have to manually comment each of the column and try to insert the data into the table. And if it is successful by commenting column, then whichever column you have commented, right? Whichever column you have commented in that column, it should be a error. That is how you can identify.
One more thing, Arshit. I see that you are creating a comment at one stitch. Say like now you drag it and you mark something and it's getting converted into comment. How do you do that? What is the shortcut for doing it?
Uh,
Since I am very new to SQL and all, I'm asking these kind of questions.
no, I think it will. I think I have installed this auto generated. If I mention like s like right, so I am able to do select from here, right? Select. Then
No, no, not that one I'm asking. Actually, a minute back, you selected 3 lines and changed that comment into comments.
okay,
Hyphen,
okay,
hyphen,
So
hyphen.
okay,
he's
okay, okay,
asking like how to comment.
okay, okay,
How
okay, 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 okay. How
at
to
one
comment?
stretch you are converting every line of executed line into
So now
as
suppose
a comment. How do
okay,
you
okay,
do it?
comment and uncomment, right?
Correct.
Okay.
What is the shortcut for it?
So yeah, now I want to do uncomment of this one, right? Uncomment.
Hmm.
Control KU.
Control KU.
Control KU. And now I want to do comment. Control KC.
Okay. Okay. Mention the descriptions of that as well, please. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm very new to SQL and all, even to the
No,
systems
no,
as
it's
well.
absolutely fine. Yeah. You should know
Weird
this.
to me, everything.
Relax. Even after 12 years, I am still new.
Thank you so much. Thanks for that.
Okay. Now,
Harshit, I have a question.
yes.
The on top of on the bar toolbar that you have SQL test and SQL search. Is it some third party tool or something
Oh no,
that
no.
you have
Actually,
added?
I am. I have installed it. Installed it. It is. I am not also using this one. It is some other tool. I also forget. Before 2 years, I have installed something, but I think it is not working. The add-in supporting command could be loaded. Do you wish to remove? can recreate command by installing the add-in. No, it is not in use. It is some third party tool. When you install that software, then it will be automatically come over here. But I am also not using this one currently. But you can install this one, SQL Complete. This is very helpful. If you install this SQL Complete, then everything will be over here. Like if you mention select, then select will automatically come. Then star from will automatically come. Then all the tables are coming automatically, right? Even though I haven't specified anything, all these coming tables are coming, and whichever table I want to use, I can select directly over here. Then if I mention W, then where will automatically come. I do not need to write where manually, right? So
And how this will come, like SQL complete? How we can
yeah,
add
you
this?
can download from Google itself,
And
like download SQL Complete for free.
okay,
So I think over here anything you will able to download and then install. If you install this one, SQL tools for SQL server include SQL Complete. So if you download this one free trial, then it will automatically come over here in your SQL server.
but is it a trial version? Like,
No, I think it will work only. They are saying it is trial, but
okay.
Express edition, I have same one, right? That I have shown you, DB Forge.
Hmm.
Over here, it is also DB Forge. So your task will be very easy.
Right, right.
Now suppose I have created this customer table, right? Now suppose after some time I get to know that I want phone number of the customer as well. That is also one important column for me. Now how can I add the phone number in this particular table without dropping or removing any data? How can I do that?
Alter table.
Yeah, perfect, right? Alter table customer, add phone number integer, or you can give any data type. You can give big int also, big int. So now I have added this column, right? But now if I do select star from customer, will this phone number have us any value or not?
It will be blank only.
Okay, it will be blank only. Let's see. Perfect, right? It is blank, right? Because we have added a new column. Now someone told me that how we can defining foreign key, right? How we can define the foreign key. So over here I
Uh,
have defined.
uh, Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. So you added a phone number now. Can I drop the phone number or alter table? Now it is add function is there. Do we have a delete function as well to remove a column?
Yes, right, perfect.
So is the drop need to be used?
You need to use all these two statement. Alter table customer. I think drop column. Let me check whether it is working or not. Okay, it is not working. Is not a constraint. Could not drop constraint. Okay, alter drop column. Now let's see. It is working, right? Alter table customer drop column name. So now if you do the select star from customer, then phone number again it will be not there.
Beautiful. Good.
And this alter statement is what kind of statement? DML, DDL, DCL, TCL, data.
DTL.
DML.
Can anyone tell me again?
TML,
TML.
data manipulation language.
No, 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 no.
Which statement you're asking, Arshit? Sorry.
Alter this one, alter table.
DDL.
Yeah, it's a DDL statement. It's not a DML statement because we are doing some
Schema level
modification.
changes.
We are doing some modification in the structure of the table, right? We are not doing adding any data. We are not deleting any data. If we are adding and deleting that, then it is a DML. But over here, it is a DDL. Now someone told me that how we can add the foreign key. So you are aware about that, right? What is foreign key? One table it will be a primary key, and another table it will be a referencing as a foreign key. So over here I have defined that one. I have dropped this table, and now how we can do? Create table bank, then branch ID integer. Now if I want to integer as a primary key, then also I can do primary key. Branch ID will be now primary key. Now customer ID column I have defined on this bank table. Now customer ID column I have defined on this bank table, which is integer. Simple, right? Integer. But now you have to mention foreign key. Foreign key references. References means to which table it will reference. To which table it will reference? It will reference customer table, right? It will reference customer table, and which column of customer table? It will reference customer ID column of the customer table. So this is a table name, this is a column name. Foreign key references customer ID. Now let me create this table. It is created, right? So now if I check both of these table, so now it will be there. But now let me try to insert the data into the bank table. Insert data into bank, branch ID and customer ID 1. Will it be allowed or not? Can anyone tell me?
Can we show the structure of bank?
Yeah, it
Can
is
we show
below
the
one.
structure of?
It is below only in your screen.
Okay.
No, it will not allow. It will not allow.
Why?
Because we have 3 and 5 is there, right?
Yeah,
In the
perfect.
in
Let,
the
let me try.
okay.
Okay, I think I forget values. The insert statement conflicted with the foreign key. The conflict occurred in the database this one and customer ID column, right? So it is giving me now this error. Now foreign key, can I do this one? Foreign key.
Is it because of that branch ID you have 3 and 5, and then you are trying to insert values 1, 1?
Yes, right.
Means
No,
the
not not
customers
not
3 and 5.
not branch ID, customer ID.
That's what the customer ID.
Yeah, because one customer ID itself is not exist in my primary table, right? One as a customer ID is not exist in my customer table. Over here is my parent table. You can say that customer table is a primary table, or and bank table will be my child table because it consists right? But now, can anyone tell me, will this allowed or not?
One time allowed.
Let me check. Okay, it is allowing me. Now let me try. You are telling one time allowed, right? Now let me try this one.
You changed it something.
It is allowing me again one time, second time also it is allowing me, third time also it is allowing me. Now, and one
So which
thing we can do is three. So this will also definitely allowed, right? Okay, why it is giving me error? Let's see. Okay, okay, okay. Error is for this one, not for that one. Okay. Now see. So why you are telling one time allowed?
If they are checking check constraint,
No, no, no,
inlet
no.
is checking
Actually,
only one.
sorry, can you repeat?
If we mention the check constraint, it will allow the only one null. Second null it not be
No, no,
accepted.
not
So
check constraint, unique key constraint, unique key.
sorry.
Yeah, for unique key, it will allow one time, but over here, no unique key, foreign, only foreign key is there, right? And in the foreign key column, you will allow any number of null values,
perfect. Got it. Got it.
not only one null value, but you have to definitely mention 3 and 5. If you mention 4, 7, 6, then it will not allowed, right? Now, now we have seen this one also, right?
Harshit, sorry for the interruption. Like in foreign key, if we take any nulls, it will be accepted. Either only 5 to 6 nulls.
No, no, no. If it is taking more than one null, right? Two null, three null, then it will allow any number of null.
Okay.
That is simple, right? How we can allow only five null value in the column, not more than five null value? It is not possible, right? That is ideally not possible in any of the way. That is not ideally possible. If it is allowing more than one null value, then simple thing, it will allow any number of null values. Simple thing, right? Now let's see what we are seeing. Okay, this one, right? What we have done over here. Okay, okay. Why it is taking? Okay, phone number we have dropped, right? Phone number we have dropped. Okay, okay. Now what we have done over here? Can in a single insert statement, we have seen this one yesterday also. In a single statement, we have inserted multiple rows, right? We have inserted multiple rows, so we have seen this yesterday as well. One row, after that we have mentioned comma, then again second row we have mentioned comma, and again third row we haven't mentioned anything. So it will insert three rows at a time in a insert statement. That is also possible, right? So we have seen this one, insert value in the identity value, we have seen this one. This is also the same example yesterday we have seen, right? How to insert the data into the identity column. So we have to mention set identity insert on. We have to mention set identity insert on particular table on. Then we have to mention the column name. Okay, now let me see the customer table again. Let's see. Sorry. Now one more important interview question you can say. Okay, email ID column is there, right? Now can anyone tell me what this one will give?
This will give the count of all the.
Okay.
This will count.
How much first column, first select statement, how much record it will give me?
It will give
Count
all
one.
the records.
Means number
I,
It will give
All the
count
records.
one.
means
And
I
maybe it
want
All the
says
records.
five. Maybe it says five.
five. Yes, yes. I want to hear exact number. Okay, it will give five, right? Okay, let me
That's
see.
what I think.
Sorry.
That's what I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm new to this.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
five.
Okay, five. Now again, tell me what this will give me.
Right? Count one means first column. I think the one refers to the column, I guess.
So over here, how much it will give?
It says four. One is null.
Okay, perfect. It will give me four because whenever we do any of the aggregation function, it will eliminate the null values. It will eliminate the null values and it will not count. This is an interview question, small interview question. You can have it in the interview, maybe. Now, what this will give? Select star.
It will give the what we have got in the first one. Count one.
Probably it
Count
says
star
all the
same.
null values as well,
Yeah,
It will
including
yeah.
null
give
values. Probably.
Means over here,
Right.
whatever it has given, that same thing it will give 5.
It has to be, but luckily that count one column does not have any null. Otherwise, that would be also be reduced. Now
But
we
no,
have
no. But what is this count one? Count one. One is there is nothing like one, right?
column reference.
There is no
Column
column.
reference.
Yeah, yeah. So if you so this will also, let me show you. This will also give you 5,
Five.
and this will also give you 5. Now if I mention over here 1000, then
Not sure. Weird.
then also it is
it will
giving
be
same 5.
yeah.
Then also it is giving me same. If I mention over here 25, then again it will give me 5 only. It will give number of rows only. Simple. Star. If you do star, if you do
So
1.
let's not give anything in that. Inside that, what is
No,
it
no,
in the
I think
answer?
it will not work.
yeah, we have to define either star or column name.
Either star or column name. The count function requires one argument.
An arguments. Okay.
Okay.
I think too many inputs today. Sorry.
No, no, that is fine. That is the learning process. But the over here important thing is you have to identify each of the error, because maybe you will face in your day to day work. If you are working with the database SQL or any data, then you will face this error many times. Again, maybe you will get this error, maybe you will get any other error, many this error. So over here error is important. Now if you get this error, right, and at that time you need to resolve that error in 10 minutes, you need to resolve that error in 5 minutes. If you are not aware about this error, then how you will resolve in 5 minutes?
Got it.
So that is the
Accepted.
main reason I am showing you each and everything, error, each and everything. So if you are aware, suppose string and binary data, you haven't heard it before, right? You haven't heard it before this one. Then if you find this error, then what will you do? What is your action at that time? You may Google it. Definitely you will Google it. But if you know this error, then it will be more useful for you, right? That is
True,
the.
true, Arshad. True.
Hmm. Okay, so mostly we have seen all the constraint today. Now we will see further from Monday onwards. This is order by thing where close, then other concept we will do gradually. So how was
Uh,
yeah.
Arshit, sorry to interrupt. Arshit, one question is maybe it looks weird for others as well. Somehow this is running in my mind since I'm new to this SQL. Do we have the functionality? I'm sure it will be there, but still, I'm just asking. Do we have the functionality that a bulk upload from Excel directly to the SQL? Say like I have what
Yes, yes,
15 diff
yes,
is
Anil.
there, right?